this is Freeing's 1/4 bunny figure of C2 from Code Geass. Now Freeing is a company that I don't buy a ton of figures from. They're mostly known for their bunny figures, which I don't actually buy. Contrary to popular belief, I do not buy raunchy, lewd figures, okay? I've gotten a lot of comments, usually by normies because they don't know any better. And they'll say like, oh, you got so many naked hentai anime figures in your room. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'd like to see what you would actually say to actual hentai figures, because my collection is rather safe for work. It's very moderate, right? Like, sure, I have a couple of swimsuit figures, but I wouldn't really consider them lewd in any way. Now, bunny figures, on the other hand, they're definitely on the more raunchy, lewd side of stuff. Until last year, back in September, I bought my first bunny figure, which was Sculpt, which is funny because it wasn't even by Freeing, which is also funny because Freeing did do a 1/4 bunny figure of Sculpt as well, which is practically the same figure, just 1/4, and the face looks a little bit more weirder on that figure. I already dipped my toes into the bunny figure spear. What's next? Oh, I decided to pick up C2s because C2s was one of the ones I was kind of tempted to pre-order back in December of 2019. That's when she first released, and I was tempted to pre-order her before that. I was like, do I want to buy a bunny figure? No, I don't really buy bunny figures. Here we are, 2021. Now I actually used Buy to pick her up, which is Buy. If you don't know what Buy is, great proxy shipping service. I use it a lot. I'll leave a link down below. You can sign up and get a 2,000 yen coupon, which is not a bad deal for you. I don't actually make any extra money off of that if you do sign up using that link, by the way. It's just a good deal for you. I was searching all over on Yahoo Auctions and Mercari, and I finally found a listing that had her around 29,000 yen, just below 30,000, which I was really happy about because most of the time when I was looking for her, she was probably 30,000 yen and up. So I needed to get something a little bit more cheaper, and I luckily found one. So I decided to pick C2 because, well, if you're gonna get a bunny figure, you might as well get one that looks really good, right? The whole appeal of a bunny figure is to be sexy, and this one, not gonna lie, it's pretty sexy. All right, so starting with the box for the figure. It's decently big. It's not as big as their other 1/4 figures. I do have a couple of other 1/4 Freeing figures that are not bunny figures, one being the 1/4 Arturia scale, and then the other being my 1/4 Miku. And then their boxes are a lot more bigger and a lot more heavier. This one's actually surprisingly light. They used a much more cheaper cardboard than they used for Arturia's box and Miku's box, but box design, it's pretty much all black with some little markings on the side. I don't even know what to call these. Pictures of the figure on the side with a little blue, greenish, pink background. It kind of reminds me of during the show when someone would use Geass on someone and would zoom in on their eye and it goes deep inside and you can see all the blue, red nerves and stuff. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if that was the intention, but that's what it reminds me of. The back of the box has a glorious top-down view of the figure, of course. And that's pretty much it. Inside the box, you pretty much just get the figure itself. There's no base, no accessories. It comes, you just take it out of the blister, take off the plastic, and you're good to go. All right, so paint job. It's pretty damn good. I like the shade of green. It's not a really bad shade of green. I've seen some C2 figures where the shade of green is completely off, or it's like it's too saturated, it's too dark. I feel like this one is a pretty good balance. Skin tones look fine. The outfit itself has like a black glossy look to it, and also her heels. My figure particularly actually does have a slight, I don't know if I should call it a defect or maybe just it's a little minor scratch on like her right boob. It's not too noticeable, so I'm not really that anal about it, but no, the sculpt is a big part of this figure particularly, right? Because it's trying to be sexy, mature, right? It's got to have those curves to entice you. From my view right here, I can tell you right now, the sculpt is fantastic, right? They got the curves down to a T, I would like to say. Her thighs are looking extremely thick, and her booty is looking very voluptuous. Did I say that word right? The legs look extremely good with the stockings, which by the way, do feel nice. You can move them. They're not hard glued to the figure or anything. And you could probably rip these if you wanted to, although I would not recommend doing that. One part I like about this figure is that they have her hair slightly down so you can actually see her backside, which is, it's good, it's good. I like it. Her face, it might just be me, but I do feel like it's a little bit wide. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. It looks good. Like, it's a lot better than some other C2 faces I've seen out there, but I don't know. There's just something about it that just kind of rubs me the wrong way, just slightly. Like, it looks good, like I said before, but yeah, really big. I don't think they're this big in the show, at least from what I remember. So they definitely took liberties with her chest, and I'm not complaining. Anyone who follows my Twitter probably knows I wouldn't complain. And the pose. I love the pose, obviously. Like I said before, the whole appeal of bunny figures, they need to be sexy, and this pose is definitely one of the sexiest I've seen. Whoever designed and sculpted this figure, they knew what they were doing, right? The pose, the amazing curve. I don't need to say anything more. Is this figure worth it? Hell yeah. As a person who doesn't collect bunny figures, I am definitely glad I picked this figure up. Now, C2 actually does have a couple of other matching figures from Code Geass in the bunny figure line here. We got Colin, I believe, and Shirley. They don't look half as good as C2, honestly, in my opinion. Maybe that's just my personal bias. Colin's face looks kind of weird, and I don't know, I'm not digging the pink bunny suit, honestly, right? Like, you either go black or you have some other really sexy color like Skasa's purple, for example, right? Shirley's looks okay, but I wouldn't buy her because, like, I like Shirley, but like I'm not a massive fan of Shirley, right? Why would you be a fan of Shirley when you got C2 right here, right? But yeah, that's it. As my second bunny figure, I have to say I'm very impressed and very happy about this. I do worry if she's gonna get any bad scratches or markings from having no base. Now, before anyone comments, some people probably have already commented. I have seen Union Creative's other new C2 figure that they have coming out. Union Creative has done one of the best C2 figures, in my opinion. I'll post a picture here. Actually, I also did a video on this one, I think, or it was in a haul video. Probably one of the best C2 figures I own, and they are coming out with another one that is fairly lewd, right? Like, I'll post some pictures here. I don't know if I can show the main one that they're using to advertise it off. Looking a little bit transparent, see-through, and you can almost see a little bit of her private area. Let's just say maybe you can't really see it, but like you almost can, and it's a little bit more on the raunchy lewd side of things. Would I pre-order it? Yes. Would I make a video on it? Probably no. As of right now, I have not ordered it, but let me know down below. You know, if you want to see a video on that, I'll be very much happy to oblige. If I can get away with it. Alright, that's been it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. In fact, this video actually almost didn't even come out because I almost lost the footage for this video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like because that would be marvelous. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Huge thanks to my patrons Seswat, Beast, Godusui, Catwise, Valku, Malahat, Tiso, Satsui, Casual Arrogance, Randy, Hentia, and Fritz.